Hey YouTube, Jay Kilroy here. Got a brief video continuing work on the pacemaker. And you ever take something apart and wonder to yourself if you just made a big mistake? Well, I took the top, shifting the two girdles off the top of the headstock of the pacemaker, and I wonder if I made a big mistake. Lots of people that commented on the on the kind of course of action trying to find the knock in the pacemaker headstock. A lot of people commented that they were rather simple. No, there's nothing simple about this business. Let me get the camera over and get to see something you don't see very often, which is the interior of a American Pacemaker 27-speed headstock. So let's head on over. Okay, here are the two shifting mechanisms. Nothing simple about this business at all. This one's pretty straightforward here. This is on the back side of the headstock. You can see a yoke here, and then a yoke here. And then this engages a couple of rollers in the top of the headstock, and then this one over here is in the front. This spline shaft goes all the way down through into the bottom of the headstock. Here's the actual shift lever, which you have to take out, the top shift lever. You know, here's a yoke for a gear, here's another yoke for another gear, all sorts of gears and meshes, and anyway, not simple. And here we go. Let me get a little, I had a flashlight around. I'm hand holding this, I do apologize. Let me get some light. Y'all can barely see that. Alright, I got you some light. So here you go. This shaft here, that may be a problem right there. This shaft here is the shaft that turns with the input shaft. You notice that shaft over there isn't turning, so it terminates, it stubs out in here. Then this shaft over here on this side is a counter shaft. You see right here, that's a counter shaft off of here. And I've got the machine in neutral right now. This large gear here engages the main spindle, which there's the bull gear, and the rest of the gears. There's the bearing on the back end of the main spindle. There's another really big, humongous bearing up in there. And then, so basically, after taking all this stuff apart and looking at all the gears, I don't, there's the only noise I could really kind of reproduce. Hear that knocking noise right there? So I don't know. I may have just bit off more than I can chew. Where's my flashlight? Got a flashlight in here. Hold on a second. The only evidence of gear damage I could find is right here. See this long gear that I'm pointing the light directly at? There is some, it's quite obvious that the gear spent a lot of time in this position right here, or because the gear is heavily worn right there in that position. I don't know that you can see any of it. See if that gives you a better shot of it. Let's see. Anyway, I don't know if I've discovered anything yet. I just wanted to give everybody a chance to see up inside one of these monsters. It is a thing of beauty. The parts are made to an amazing level of precision when you consider that this lathe is 70 years old. And you look at these gears, and you know this lathe was used heavily. At one time it had a duplicator on it, so it was used heavily. And the majority of the parts inside this headstock are beautiful, just absolutely spotless. So I'm going to keep doing a little digging around and see if I can maybe figure out what's making that noise. You just heard it. And I think it's over there. I'm going to do a little more digging. Let me get right back to you. So there you go, folks. Here's the problem. Missing tooth. That is it. So maybe I can find a parts machine to salvage one of these gears off of, and we can try to move forward with getting this machine back usable. And anyway, let's talk about it. Suggestions, comments. Should I scrap it? Should I fix it? Well, there you go. The diagnosis is missing gear tooth. I guess could be worse. But looking for your suggestions about where do I go from here. Try to find a parts machine and salvage gear off of, I'll find another machine with the same headstock, 27 speed headstock, and salvage gear off of that. Just find a new one. I only paid $600 for that one, right? So you know, anyway, let's have a discussion about it. Let's talk about it. And it's obvious that that missing gear tooth is causing some damage to the main input shaft down in the bottom. Just a couple little flakes missing off some teeth. I really don't want to, you know, continue to use it in this shape and continue to damage that input shaft. But I, you know, either need to get it working or get a new one or something. So, not good news, not bad news. We at least know what's making the noise. I have no idea how that just kind of happened, because it, you know, I haven't had the machine under heavy use by any means. So, not real sure where that came from. Maybe it was just something waiting to happen, and I turned it on, and it, you know, it finished cracking off. I don't know. But there you go. Be safe in the shop. Be back with you soon. Oh. I'm still working on the power feed project. I had to order a 3mm end mill. The keyway in here is 3mm. I'm not really kind of a metric guy, so I had to order a cutter, and so I went ahead and ordered some key stock because I'm not going to be making 3mm key stock, and we're going to be getting back on that project real soon. And then as soon as we have the power feed here done, we're going to get on the D13 faceplate that I brought up a while ago. Gil down in Florida, Adam's buddy, Gil is waiting for his instructions, and I need to finish that video up and get that out to him. So, because I gave him one of my faceplate castings so he can use it on his 10EE. Beautiful machine he has down there. So we'll be back with you soon. And thanks to all of my subscribers. Thanks to all of my commenters. Please continue to subscribe, comment, and like the videos as you see fit. And if you have suggestions, things you want to see, or things we can handle some of these issues, let me know. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.